After Poland beat Saudi Arabia, Argentina had once again huge pressure than ever to win tonight's match against Mexico, or else they would be eliminated from the World Cup in group stage itself. But ladies and gentlemen, Messi and company got the job done. Argentina beats Mexico 2-0. What a close match it was. I didn't expect it to be this close. Mexico is definitely a tough team, but the way they approached this match, it definitely looked that they just wanted to sit their ass off and just make Argentina have a trouble of time. But Argentina got the job done, and I'm so glad that, of course, it was difficult. It wasn't really that great, but you know what? We got it done. And how did we do it? We will talk about that, of course. So yeah, let's discuss and analyze about how Lionel Scaloni's team got the job done. Let's get into it. And let's start off with the starting 11. Emiliano Martinez in goal. Our backline: Acuna, Lisandro Martinez, Otamendi and Montiel. Our midfield three: Guido Rodriguez, De Paul and McAllister. And our one cam, of course, was Messi, and Lautaro Martinez, Di Maria as the two forwards. So we were going with a 4-3-1-2 formation with Messi as the cam. But yeah, talking about this match, and especially the first half, I think Argentina and Mexico were just really neck to neck. It was like Argentina were keeping possession, nothing really effective coming from it. Like, we weren't able to create chances after chances after chances. I think Argentina had only one shot in first half. That too, it was off target. But I think they had two shots. Very low amount of shots towards the goal. It was really a messed up situation. Like, Argentina, they were trying to keep possession, they were passing the back a lot, and in fact there was a stat which makes this much more clear: forced turnovers. So basically, when Messi or De Paul used to get the ball, the amount of times they used to go from the attack to the defense to pass the ball to circulate it again, that's called forced turnover. So instead of going for the attack, they used to turn over and then they used to go towards their own defense. Messi had done forced turnovers of around 6 or 5 times in just first half, and De Paul also did like 4 times or something. It was happening a lot, because the thing was, Mexico in this match, the way they wanted to approach in this match was they wanted to once again congest the midfield. They had 3 or 2 players on Messi alone. So again, that link with Messi was broken, and this is going to be a big task for Scaloni to answer. I mean, we did get the job done tonight, but let's talk about the teams that are even much better than this. We're talking about Brazil, France, etc. Those teams. If Scaloni is going to face against them, how is he going to overcome this problem of midfield congestion? How is he going to address this so that attacks can be much more fluid? Because definitely the teams have been getting a good idea about how to stop Argentina, and it was happening in this first half. Like, Mexico were not only congesting their defense, they were not only parking the bus with like 5 players inside their own box, but also the way they were congesting the midfield, dislocating De Paul and I think McAllister were the midfielders. Guido Rodriguez was more as a CDM. The way they were dislocating both of them with Messi, it really caused problems for Argentina, and they were not able to create much chances. It was looking very difficult for Argentina, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Scaloni is going to think about this. Maybe he should try to bring a change on this. Now, some changes that happened from the Saudis match was, like, one of them, like I mentioned in my previous review, was that Messi should drop down more deep. And that's exactly what was happening towards the end of the first half. But for the most part, again, it was De Paul and McAllister having most of the ball, in the midfield, trying to circulate it around towards Messi, Di Maria, and of course Lautaro Martinez. Nothing much was happening though, because the midfield was so congested. They were losing possession, regaining, once again losing possession. It was just back and forth between Argentina and Mexico. And Mexico, on the other hand, as well, the way they went into this match, they just wanted to be defensive. They did not want any attacking opportunities. They had 0 shots on target in the first half, and I think they had like probably 1 or 2 in the whole match, which absolutely told the whole story. They just went full defensive. They just wanted to get that one golden opportunity to strike at Argentina, which they didn't get in this whole match. Really good, but the way they went really tried to annoy Argentina, and definitely a tough time for Messi and company. But just like that, the first half just was going very back and forth. Nothing really much was happening possession-wise. Just Argentina was keeping up. Many times the ball was circulating from the back. Lisandro Martinez and Otamendi used to pass each other and just circulate around. But then again, they used to happen so much time. They were just trying to keep possession, being patient. But yeah, Mexico were not allowing anything. They were not allowing Messi to be close to the ball in the first half at all. And yeah, that's just how first half went. It was very back and forth. Nothing much was happening. So yeah. So first half, only I think Argentina had like 2 shots probably, and probably one of them, one of was half off target and one was on target. But again, nothing really much came. So first half was just pretty much summarized like that. So yeah, just like that, Argentina were drawing against Mexico. They were having insane points. 0-0 was the score at the end of first half. Now, some players that did well for Argentina in first half, probably Lisandro Martinez. I'll give a bit fair shouts. He was doing good in defensive job. Otamendi was also all right in the defense. Montiel and Acuna, those 2 fullbacks, I'm not really sure about them because, again, Montiel was very, very depraved of progressing the ball. The way he was constantly back passing and stuff. I think so. Maybe it is probably because Scaloni wants him to do, but that's just not how I want a fullback to operate, especially for Argentina. The way how Molina did, which of course we will be talking about later, Montiel was completely different, man. And I feel like this probably should be one of his only chances for Argentina. Probably he should maybe come as a sub if in case, let's say, we're a bit defensively leaky or something. I think Montiel can get the job done, but offensively, not really the best guy to bet on. But yeah, Montiel was average, really. Acuna also in first half, talking about first half, he was also average. Like, he wasn't that great. Of course, some changes did happen to him, which we'll be talking about later. But yeah, Acuna was alright. Guide Rodriguez, who got his first match in Argentina, was actually pretty good. Like, he was decent, and of course we knew a lot about him from his time at Real Betis. He's of course doing good over there, bits over there. So yeah, I think Guide Rodriguez did a fair job today. Again, not really much problems came to him because Mexico, again, like I said, nothing they were avoiding, providing an attack. It was just so blatant and stuff. Like, literally nothing was happening for Mexico. So Guide Rodriguez had a fair time. De Paul and McAllister had a bit tough time, but I feel like McAllister did a better job compared to De Paul in first half. De Paul, it was being physical, but other than that, trying to link up with Di Maria, Messi sometimes, but not really a lot. McAllister was trying to, break them field, try to create some spaces. So decent match from McAllister. Messi was not able to get much service. He was, again, the way they were congesting the midfield, really difficult for Messi to get some service. Same goes for Lautaro Martinez. And Di Maria, probably I would say the better player amongst everyone in that first half. I feel like he was trying to create something. He was trying his best. Nothing much was unfortunately happening. But yeah, also one thing I noticed was the movements were very static in the first half. The players were not able to do any movements. I don't know whether it's because of that offside trap or something, or they just want to keep possession and maybe hope for the best. I don't know. There should have been more movements. Like, if you have seen that Spain win, which they got against Costa Rica 7-0, the movements that were being created from the players close by as well, really well connected. They really linked up well, and that's what Argentina needs. That's what exactly every team needs when they are playing against such low block teams, because you need to have perfect connection, perfect link ups to break them away. But it's just not going to happen if you just slowly take your time and stuff, and really that's exactly what happened. So yeah, probably Di Maria was the better player amongst all in that first half. But yeah, just like that, Argentina was drawing with same score as Mexico, 0-0. Now let's talk about the second half. Now, as second half started, up till the 65th minute, same story. Again, slow possession. Little bit tweak that Scaloni bought is, of course, which I mentioned towards the intro, was Messi dropping down. He got into that midfield space with De Paul and McAllister, and he was trying to be that provider. And it was kind of like sometimes De Paul used to go high up top with McAllister staying with Messi, and then it used to be vice versa, like McAllister going high up top and De Paul supporting Messi, because let's say Messi gets dispossessed, what's going to happen in the defense? So McAllister and De Paul used to provide him support, and Messi became the deep creator. He was playmaking from the deep side, and it was working a little bit for Argentina. He was trying to do his best, but again, that five at the back. Like, I think this time the midfield was not that much of a big issue since Messi was dropping down. The issue then started the five at the back for Mexico. The five players in the box compared to like 2-3 players of Argentina. Really nothing was happening. Di Maria at one point just started whipping in those crosses because he just was wishing that Lautaro would get some header out or something. Nothing was really working. Just similar story as first half it was towards up till the 65th minute, because at around 68th minute was where things changed, and it had to be that guy for one of the most crucial games of Argentina, for one of the most crucial games of Lionel Messi himself. He had to step up. Di Maria at the right hand side gave a nice pass towards the middle, cutting through two players, I think, and just gave a pass to Messi, and that outside box shot from Lionel Messi towards the right bottom corner, leading Argentina 1-0. That was that goal really gave me that Barca versus Man United Champions League final match like vibes, like the way how Messi in that match as well went with a low shot, scored for Barcelona. Absolutely brilliant. It was just something like that, and it had to be Messi. It had to be him because it's just written. Like, it had to be. The way how Messi was trying to operate himself in that second half, and the way, and Mexico, to be honest, gave a lot of space to Messi for that shot. And even though they placed like 3 players or 2 players in front of him, of course, you know, if he gets with the precision right, you definitely know he's going to score that goal. And he definitely did, scoring for Argentina 1-0. Celebrations was incredible for Argentinian fans, of course for Messi as well, really emotional. And since then, the spirit really grew up high. The mentality of the Argentinian players rose high up top. And adding to that came another masterclass from the coach himself, Scaloni, who made absolute brilliant subs for the match. He did spot on subs, bringing on Palacios as well as Enzo Fernandez, and not only that, also bringing Alvarez and Christian Romero, which was a quite surprising one because he went with 3 centre backs at the back, but I think he wanted to kind of go like with the 3-4-3 kind of formation, or maybe 3-5-2 kind of formation, a bit defensive, but having a bit more support with Palacios and Enzo in the midfield, and that worked really well. And De Paul in this match as well, towards as those subs were made, De Paul also rose up nicely. Like, he was able to do much better physically. He was giving his all. That work rate from De Paul was incredible. Exactly what you need from De Paul. But the connection was really working well as Palacios and Enzo came. Enzo was taking place of Guido Rodriguez as a CDM, and sometimes he used to switch up with Palacios, but sometimes those passes from Palacios and Enzo was absolutely brilliant. Like, those two really made a big difference. Also, Julian Alvarez, also fair play to him. He came on, gave an impact, was linking up well with Messi, to be fair, as he came on. And it just gives you an idea that maybe it's just high time to add Julian Alvarez in the starting 11, maybe replace him with Lautaro and give Alvarez and Messi a try for the combination. And it was working really well. And of course, it was one of those subs who did indeed get the goal for Argentina to seal the game. It was a corner for Argentina. I think the ball went towards Messi, and then Messi passed it to Alvarez. A little bit shimmery from Alvarez, gives it back to Messi. Messi then gives a nice pass towards Enzo Fernandez. And Enzo, what a finish, man. Absolutely brilliant. This guy had so many shouts. Even I, to be honest, wanted him to just come on, because definitely that midfield was it wasn't looking that great. You know, McAllister was doing a fair job, all right. But Enzo, what he bought in the field as he came on with Palacios was absolutely brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. They both were doing craziness, and they were really opening up the spaces for Argentina, and Mexico could not do anything much. And brilliant shot. His first goal, his first match for Argentina as well, and his first goal as well for Argentina. Absolutely brilliant from Enzo. And yeah, it's just like that. Brilliant subs, as I said, spot on subs by Scaloni as well as Lionel Messi's first goal sealed Argentina the 2-0 victory. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said in the first half, towards the end, Acuna and De Paul, these were the two players who rose up a bit towards the second half as those subs were made. So a bit fair shouts to them as well, even though I still think I would probably like Tagliafico in the left hand side more. But yeah, Acuna did all right towards the end of the second half. De Paul, his work rate, it was a lot better in second half, and he got much more physical, just winning the ball for Argentina, just absolutely brilliant. And yeah, that midfield of Palacios, Enzo and De Paul looks really interesting. Scaloni has to make some critical decisions, and especially tactical as well, about how is he going to tackle this situation where teams will they'll just congest in the midfield, not allow the connection between Messi and midfield. How's that going to be tackled? How is he going to tackle that? That will of course have to be explained. But just like that, Argentina gets the job done. They get the 3 points, and yeah, 2-0 victory for Argentina. Thank you so much for watching this review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And yeah, also in the previous video, like I asked if you guys wanted different teams to be covered up, like France, Portugal, etc. Just like that video, and even this video in fact. And if you want, you can comment on this video or on the previous video about which team do you want me to cover up. So according to that, I'll make some reviews. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Vamos Argentina.